Stadium in Eugene. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And they squelched that play so fast, can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. They'll try the left side. Maybe a crease. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that scintillating 78-yarder for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the option. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
So now it's 2nd and long. Underwood. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Underwood. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks the tackle. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Plows through the defense. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Trying to run, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. What a job out front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got it. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he tacks on the extra point. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You got to love it when a defender gets a big paw on the football and you see the receiver, it looks like he's going to be open and the quarterback's jacked up and happy, but nope. A big Mick gets up there, tips the football, and bats it straight to the ground. Nobody else gets to catch it. No lucky breaks. That thing is over.
It'll be 3rd and long. Underwood on the play action. He'll pull it down. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. And some room to work. Maybe some room here. 20. Touchdown, Ducks! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, he missed it. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
23, Michigan, 0. Number 39, set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. What a play behind the line. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Racing down the left side. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. And he could not get loose on the run.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown Ducks. Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game delivering big time.
Kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Play action with Underwood. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. First down here for the offense. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes to grab. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive or up.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Slings it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's fourth down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back.
Here we go. Kill. 76 captain. 7 ready. Black 14.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Running into the open space. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Hawkeye. Bender.
Throwing, Underwood. Dumps it to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Here comes the option. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got a little grass, and he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
8-14 choice.
Play fake, Underwood. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's Houston with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. They're up to double digits, 10 straight victories on the season without a single blemish. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Ninja. Stop.
Underwood shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play, the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They'll move the tight end. Here's Underwood to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Just going to keep it after the snap. There's some room. Got enough for the first. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside. It's Hill. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Runs through the tackle. Finding some room. Inside the touchdown, Oregon. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
On the ground, it's Marshall. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Might as well stick with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. They'll send the back in motion. Escapes the sack. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, 1st down.
They'll run the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Defense looks like they're coming. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off the hands first, got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
14. Number 22, set to kick this one away.
And he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? The run inside. It's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Ducks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here comes the Michigan offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. The running back has it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Throwing, Underwood. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Fires toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close it.